Welcome back. I'm your host, Darnell Jackson, and in this crypto report, we're going to be talking about the great cryptocurrency adoption update. When and where can we Bitcoin now? But before we get into that, make sure you subscribe to your favorite channel on YouTube. Shout out to all the subscribers, like the video, and if you don't like it, share it with somebody who will. Now, cryptocurrency adoption is what it's all about. This brand new, emerging, exciting, and all-encompassing industry, tracking its growth, has been the phenomenon that is actually very exciting. So what we're going to be doing is taking a look at the countries that are becoming on the bandwagon, on the crypto bandwagon right now. The first report we're going to look at is this article from Adriana. All right, Adriana Hammaker. I think I got the last name right. She's talking about 10 countries that don't tax Bitcoin gains, and this is from 2021. Make sure you check out this article and tell her I sent you. So we're going to be talking about what are the top countries right now for the cryptocurrency people. Now, her article talks about the top 10. She has Belarus, Germany, and these are places that don't tax your Bitcoin. Hong Kong, Malaysia, Malta. Where is Malta? Who knows where Malta is? Post in the comments. Portugal. Now, Portugal has been in the news recently, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. Singapore, Slovenia, Switzerland, and they're talking about some approval. And so these are the nations. Bermuda. This may be the most interesting place to go. If you're somebody like me, you got to be in the sun and enjoying yourself, right? So these are the first 10 countries. Which of these 10 would you most likely travel to? But if you do, you could bring your crypto and they're going to show you love. Now, what I want to talk about now are the next countries that are getting into the crypto bandwagon. This is recent news and gives you some perspective on the trend, which way things are going. So the first thing I want to bring attention to is a reversal. The nation of Tanzania is reporting an abrupt reversal. They initially banned crypto, and now the central bank is changing its tune. This article here from the Daily Huddle, and they're talking about how Tanzania's central bank may now be on the verge of a crypto ban U-turn after the country's newly installed president issues orders to embrace the nascent industry. All right. So anyway, they in 2019 they banned digital assets, and now they're looking at switching, doing a complete 180 and endorsing it. Here's the quote: in the financial sector, we have witnessed the emergence of blockchain technology or cryptocurrency. Many countries in the world have not accepted or started using these currencies. However, I would like to advise the central bank to start working on those issues. Just be prepared. All right. That may be the quote of the week. So Tanzania has changed its tune. Let's take a look at what's happening south of the border. Mexico. Here's a report from CoinGate, written by Godfrey Benjamin right here. They're talking about how Mexican bank Banco Azteca is working to be the first bank in Mexico to accept Bitcoin. This report is all about crypto adoption. And as you understand, the nations have leverage over the industries. So growth really will be catapulted by adoption at the nation level. So this conversation in Mexico, crypto adoption, was started by Ricardo Salinas, who is one of the richest men in Mexico, and he is a big Bitcoin fan. In the article here, he's talking about how his conviction that Bitcoin is a viable store of asset and a superior alternative to fiat currencies has stirred his resolve to work to make his bank the first to accept Bitcoin in Mexico. All right. Here's a tweet from Michael Saylor. And I want to jump over to that tweet so you can also see the response. So here is Michael Saylor, king of the Bitcoin whales. And he is retweeting comments from Mexico's rich man here. And he's talking about, if you are hoping to preserve your wealth for a generation, Ricardo Salinas suggests you invest in Bitcoin. The strategy is simple. Choose the highest quality asset you can find and hodl. So you can see some video from that interview. And then Ricardo himself responded saying, sure, I recommend the use of Bitcoin, and me and my bank are working to be the first bank in Mexico to accept Bitcoin. If you need more details or information, follow me on my Twitter account. Okay? And he has adopted the red eyeballs. All right. So that lets you know he's all in Bitcoin. And so let's go back and see some other adoption. Mexico's got the bug. Tanzania's done a reversal. Let's take a look at the Middle East. And here's a report on finance cryptocurrency, and it's talking about how the Iranian government is issuing permits to 30 crypto mining farms. This article from Samuel Town is talking about how the Iranian government appears to be softening its stance on cryptocurrency mining after reportedly approving licenses for several mining farms. All right, so this looks like they're getting the bug in the Middle East. And so the mining units will be based in Sinmin province, which will host 6 farms. So they're making big boy plays. One of the things I think is interesting is how these nations that are getting involved are first thinking in terms of mining. What does that tell you about a winning strategy that you should consider? These nations are all going with mining. And so they're talking about the energy and a little bit more. Check out this article. All right. So now Iran's getting the Bitcoin bug. Well, let's check out and see some other nations. And you can see what's happening here in India. And here's a report from Cointelegraph, article here by Samuel Haig. And he's talking about, despite regulatory uncertainty, Indian crypto investment surges 19,000% in 1 year. So this is telling you that there is a persistent demand. India has not provided clear certainty on what they're going to do from a regulatory situation. But this demand definitely will influence which way they go. And here's a quote here from Chain Analysis. Estimates the total invested in crypto across India grew from 200 million to 40 billion over roughly the past year, with the firm estimating 15 million Indians are exposed to cryptocurrency. Now, as you can understand, that number can grow dramatically as there are over 1 billion Indians. So the concept that only 15 million are involved now should give you an idea. I think there is close to 1 billion. Maybe there's like 800 million, but the population is multiple that of the United States. So here's another quote from Bloomberg, and he's talking about they find it far easier to invest in crypto than gold because the process is very simple. You go online, you can buy crypto, you don't have to verify it. Unlike gold, that's an excellent point. One thing about gold is you always have the suspicion of what you're holding in your hands. Is it real or not? Okay, so India is heating up, and this nation was latest in the news here in South America. Bitcoin becoming legal tender in Paraguay. Let's make sure, where is Paraguay? Where is this nation? Let's see if we can figure out where it is. Paraguay, where are you? Maps. We're looking for Paraguay. I actually don't know where it is. It's near Bolivia. Let's zoom out a little bit. I just said South America. I was right. Okay. So it's a very centrally located nation in smack dab in the middle of South America. And so what's going on with Paraguay? Let's jump back over to the story. And Bitcoin is becoming, the question is being discussed about Bitcoin becoming legal tender. It's currently being debated. A congressman now says that's impossible. And if you follow politics, that could very well mean that it will be 100% possible. This article here by Slamek Maznavi for Crypto Globe is going into this issue right now, and it's talking about the Paraguayan Congressman Carlo Rayala, who on June 17th got the crypto community excited when he tweeted about upcoming Bitcoin related legislation. Now says that he was not talking about making Bitcoin legal tender in his country. Okay. And so here's his tweet in Spanish. And so now over in South America, Paraguayan Congressman Carlos Rejalet said that the country needs to advance hand in hand with the new generation and that there is an important project to innovate Paraguay in front of the world. Now you can see he has also joined the Laser Eyeball Bitcoin Maxi crew. So post in the comments what you think, a little bit about my take on all of this as we just take a look at the market. You can see Bitcoin's been doing pretty decent here in the last several hours, up at 34, hasn't crossed the 35,000 mark. I think that all of this is very bullish, long term for sure. Every nation that accepts Bitcoin is going to be a multiplier in terms of the amount of users. The more users you have, the more multipliers you're going to have. It's just like adding variables to a equation. It's going to get insanely more complicated just by having more potential options. And so when you have more people using it, more things can be done using it, and this will multiply the demand, is my prediction. I would love to hear what your prediction is concerning adoption of crypto. Post in the comments. Thank you for checking out this video. Share this video, like it, and subscribe. Until the next time. Peace.